So talking about African establishments, or perhaps big things that happened this year in 2021 right here on Breakfast Central. We can't talk about 2021 when we're talking about movies, and we experienced tremendous growth, Oluchi, when it comes to film, whether African films or even, on the global release section.
Exactly. Now, looking at different movies that was released this year and the way the perception of fans and critics, we just can't help but talk about it. But of course, we have a guest in the studio here. We have Michael John, who's a movie critic and a content creator. He owns a Cinemarch, the film review and socialization community. Many thanks for joining the program, Michael. You reviewed many movies this year. I mean, for you, what movies were the top African movies in terms of all-round viewership?
So in terms of all-round viewership, we have, funny enough, I think December was what brought a lot of these movies. So we have Christmas in Miami that has already grossed 100 million naira in just 5 days. We have Aki and Popo that has grossed 80 million naira already in about 2 weeks. And then we have King of Boys, which on Netflix, which was like a huge sensation. It is even trending right now again on Netflix Nigeria, and it also trended on Netflix Nigeria, South Africa as well. And if we are going into the global scale, then we cannot not talk about Spider-Man No Way Home, which has grossed over $1.1 billion already in less than 2 weeks. And here in Nigeria, it has already grossed 460 million naira. It's already in cost to grossing over 700 million naira. So yes, I mean, those by far were the biggest movies, well appreciated, well accepted by viewers, by critics. And then we have the likes of Eyi Mofe, Juju Stories, and A Gravedigger's Wife, which they are not available for streaming, but they did hugely well in terms of, like festivals, international festivals and all. So yes, in a nutshell, those are the biggest movies that came out this year.
Well, Michael John, telling us right now, it seems that, the latter part of 2021, that is from the Ember months, was when people started coming back to cinemas with all these big movies, both from African perspective and from the global perspective too, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So can you tell us, Michael, what to expect? I mean, going forward, we're entering the new year 2022. Do we expect more people to come out, and do we expect these movies to catch out even more than what we're seeing now? This is a whooping amount you just called out.
So definitely. I think the first quarter of 2022 alone is going to blow us out of water. Spider-Man No Way Home will still be in cinemas. Aki and Popo will still be in cinemas. Christmas in Miami will still be in cinemas. And the funny thing is, now that international platforms like Netflix, like Amazon Prime, which is now in Nigeria and hitting other African countries, we are only going to grow higher from there. Trust me. 2022 is going to be crazy for African movies in general.
All right. So I'm looking forward to heading back to the cinema. I just actually watched Spider-Man, and no spoiler alerts for anybody, because no spoiler alerts.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michael John, for coming on the program. And we're wishing you a happy new year in advance.
Spider-Man.